really appreciate the genuine efforts, the honest efforts of Preeti ji and Sailesh ji to bring this unified book channel by Babaji to Roger Lanphier to us, all are the seekers. They not even like printed the book, but they delivered to us. And through this course, they are awakening each one of us and giving us the opportunity to bloom and blossom. So thank you, Saleji and Preetiji, for this great effort. And I would like to share my personal experience of unified course that I did follow last year. And also, I would like to share briefly that what you can expect from this course. So many of you might have already done this course, but for the beginners who are new to this course, I would like to tell that this is a beautiful journey imbibed with great qualities, and like the qualities that we learn through this course is a blessing. They are like tools for us to follow, and it looks like a very long journey of 24 weeks, but believe me, it will flow easily and gently if you give your 100% dedication. Your readiness and willingness is the key. And my personal experience I would like to share is that when I joined this course and during this practice, I found myself surrendering automatically. But earlier than this course, for me, surrenderance was not a very good term. The meaning in my uh, belief system was like suppression. It was not very friendly. It's like meek and feeble. When you surrender, means meek, you are feeble, you are giving your powers to someone else. But through this course, when I imbibe these qualities that this course tells us, and I was all drenched with love. And believe me, this love melted everything, my fear, all judgments, complaints, and uh, like I really became so friendly, so confident, and fearless. So when you say I am a powerful soul or a powerful being, that I became in a true sense. So, Masters, this long awaiting unified course welcomes you all, and I'm glad that you all are a part of it, and we welcome you wholeheartedly. So, these qualities are not only tools, but they are abilities to make us successful in everything and anything we do. So, like it changed my course of life, I am also wishing that it will change your life as well when you imbibe these qualities. So that's all that I wanted to share with you all. So we will now go and with right thoughts, how the thoughts change and then how the right action follows, that we would learn in this course. So after this, let's go to a meditation journey together. So take a undisturbed and quiet corner where your body will feel relaxed and you can quieten your mind.
Monilji, are you going to play the music?
I think Sailesh is going to play.
I will play the music.
Wonderful sharing. Thank you.
Thank you. So, Masters, we all together will go on a journey from breath to truth. The truth that flows within us, the qualities enriching us, each one of us possessing those qualities. But we forget to use as the time passes by. Through this course, we are going to have enriching experiences like I had one. This is so valuable. It's beyond all the riches in the world. It would make you rich day by day, enriching your experiences with love, with truth. Relax your body. Gently close your eyes and feel both the eyelids touching each other, gently helping each other. Our hands, our fingers locking together. Feel the touch, so warm, so gentle. Our feet cross together, our ankles. Feel the cooperation, the support. When we go under stress or pressure, some of our body parts do feel the stress and the pressure that we experience mentally. Relax your scalp, our forehead, no frown lines. Gently close your eyes. The air passing through the nostrils, lips, mouth. Relax your teeth, gums. Release your tongue. Sometimes we do grind our teeth if we are under pressure or stress. Relax your jawline, chin, throat muscles. Shoulders feel overburdened. Drop them completely. Chest region, stomach, gut, genitals. thigh muscles, bring your attention and awareness to the flexibility of the knee joint, calves, ankle joints. The sole of the feet sometimes start to perspire. If we are under stress, release it. Let go. All the lingering energies. Come to this moment. Bring your awareness to this present moment. Awareness on your spine. The relaxation energy is flowing to the bottoms and to the lower limbs. The toes of the feet. Let go and flow easily, just like the breath. Easy, gentle, tranquil. There's no efforts for this breath to go in and come out. It's just happening. It's just flowing. Just flow with your breath. Meditation is no effort. Just relax. And as you watch your breath, just witness the smooth functioning of this beautiful rhythm of incoming and outgoing breath. There's nothing to be done at this present moment. The past becomes powerless without our consent. The body is relaxed. And the mind is quiet. And there is silence filled in the air around you, surrounding you with gentleness, with happiness, with your innate qualities. Everything is calming down. Everything is so peaceful. This miraculous breath brings us to our gentleness, to our lovingness. qualities of joy and peace. Bring your awareness to that state. Where everything becomes easy. Do not worry about the complexities of our mind. Sometimes we do get influenced by our thoughts. Bring your awareness back to the gentle, easy, flowing place where everything is possible, everything is blooming, where each experience is full of love, appreciation, understanding, patience. Just be in this deep state of fulfillment. This emptiness is so nourishing. Heart gives us green signals, while mind brings red signals. But when we have the quality of patience and acceptance, then we do not mind the red signals of our mind. We just patiently wait for the green signals to occur. Just let your breath flow to the throat. Your inner journey to yourself. to the inner guidance that works like a teacher, full of wisdom, full of intelligence. Red signals ask us to stop, look, and listen. It's a great time to quieten our minds, making each opportunity into a learning experience. Let it flow, let it go. Live the life as it flows. Let the breath that flows gently and easily bring you to all your inherited qualities. Each one of us possess that ability to enrich our experiences. to be successful in whatever we do. Each meditation experience is transformative, is renewing and rejuvenating. Just accept what comes. Letting go everything and freeing yourself from the bondages of your own belief system, your past. Sometimes minutest and pettiest things come in our way of blooming and blossoming, not letting us fully and completely experiencing what we are meant to be. Just be a witness to your natural, gentle, and tranquil breath. With each breath, your awareness is expanding. Do not let thoughts drift you away. The warmth of your breath is embracing and aligning each of your body cells. A quiet invitation to let go and simply be. Each breath is deepening your experience of tranquility. Do not let thoughts come in the way of your freedom. Last 10 minutes, masters. Anchor yourself in this moment of infinite peace and light. Let this space and state fill your being with love, joy, and bliss. Last 5 minutes. Slowly and gently bring your awareness to the surrounding where you are seated. Bring your awareness to the sounds that are playing around you. Gratitude is the joy of giving and receiving abundance and love. Let's express our gratitude to Mahavtar Babaji, to Brahmarishi Pitama Patriji, to our inner guidance, a teacher who's always ready to impart its wisdom with us, to all the abilities that we possess, that we inherited. Deep within each one of us has the ability, the potential to have a fulfilling and successful experience. What you think, you receive. To all the masters in physical reality and non physical reality, shares their wisdom with us in many different, unique ways, through books, through messages, through science, language or no language, through silence. Last 1 minute. Take a deep breath in and feel the love, happiness, joy, and bliss that has traveled from our inner self to our outer physical reality. Last 30 seconds. Feel your head, feel your toes, feel your back and your neck. Slowly and gently unclasp your fingers. Place your palms on your closed eyes for 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Slowly and gently open your eyes beneath your palms. Remove your palms and welcome yourself with the new moments that are filled with happiness, joy, peace, and bliss. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, dear Masters, for joining us today in this journey of breath that leads to truth. Thank you. Thank you, Masters. If you have water besides yourself, just drink some sips to hydrate yourself. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Monilji. Very
Thank you.
beautiful, deep meditation.
Thank you, Preeti.
I hope everybody enjoyed. So, anything you would recommend the participants from their end for unified course? The takeaways, the practice, or the minimal thing that they should do?
As I said, that they can just be ready and let it flow. Just be in that mode of acceptance, a little patience, and get ready with their diaries, their pens. I
Thank
just
you.
shared one of my enriching experiences. I'm sure they will have many.
Yes, very important thing, Monilji. You just asked the people that it's important each one of the participants must have a pen and a notebook during the session with them, especially during Unified. There will be many occasions when they will need to have a pen and a paper ready for them to write down things. Making notes on a daily basis will be very important for them for their own journey. So this is a recommendation that
It's a
do
must.
definitely have. Yeah.
It's a must. We'll do that in the introductory sessions. But yeah, good reminder.
And each day, like 15, 20 minutes of their time,
For the
Yes.
like a
practice.
dedicated time.
Most important thing I would say is the patience that you said, to have the patience. That it's a practice and certain experiments that we are doing, certain guidance we are following, but first not keep the expected mindset, like expectations in your mind. And that is well.
Because letting go and going with the flow has really taught me so much acceptance and patience. Even that signal on the street is telling me something. It's telling me to be patient because I see people crossing in red signals, and then I feel that patience is very important because that's asking you to stop and you have to listen. It's same like our journey with our lives. It's telling us to stop, look, it's time, not to rush, stop the rat race. But we just ignore. So after unified, each and everything is like mm, experience is like a learning. It's like becoming a teacher for us that
It tells, that everything starts speaking. Everything is there for a reason, and you connect with everything, you talk with it.
mm,
So that becoming your higher self, or the journey that leads us becoming our higher self, the life becomes so easy, so simple. Just like in our body, so many functions are happening. Our eyes blinks whenever it needed, it is needed. Similarly, you start doing things that is just right. It sounds so simple, blinking eyes is so simple. The heartbeat that is happening so simple. We are not doing anything for it, but automatically it's working. All our digestive system, all the body functions, that is happening, and that's how the life starts flowing. There's always inner sound telling you something, and not putting much, uh, what I would say, uh, not putting much of questions why I am doing this. Just do. Use the tools. Tools are there. Just use. And that helps a lot. Just we start filtering away the noises from our life. So just take the practice as it is and keep on repeating as guided in the book. So, more than the book, I always feel the initial part of it, the meaning of unified preface, is much more important. That book will help you. You won't realize that something has changed from within, but you will feel the smoothness of life. We all somewhere feel that why life is not changing, why things are not changing. We all want to have the mastery of life. Then only we realize the God, okay, the God is here in this also and this also. That's why it's important to live a beautiful, smooth life. And that too with your own guidance, with your own inner wisdom. We don't have to rush here and there to solve our problems. Definitely, we have friends and we have company to share things. But the moment we start seeking the guidance from within, every time anything we are doing, putting question, why I'm doing, what should I do? What is my next thing? And you get the answer immediately. Okay, let's go with this. How about doing this now? Do you like it? Do you want to? And that's the inner voice starts coming very clearly. Right? So do not look at as a like something will, you will hear loud messages, but these are silent, quiet messages from within on everything. My internet is weak or what?
It's sometimes, yes. It's okay.
I've seen, yeah. So that is how I've seen the life changing very gently, very softly, very smoothly. We don't realize something has changed, but with regular practice of the unified books for next 24 weeks as guided, even though you feel that you are not done with this chapter yet, but you continue, and that takes you to the completion of the course. And towards the end, or after once you have done the course, you start seeing that okay, the life is much better, much easier. It's no more struggle, it's no more rush, no more tight. Everything is freezing on my screen. Not sure what's going on from here.
It's perfectly working at my end, and it's working
And we
also
can
on.
listen to you. Yeah, we can listen to you
Okay, so it's my
without
laptop
any
then.
disturbances. Yeah.
So the more we trust our inner guidance, the more we get, even though you may see that, okay, this experience, why it has come, you may judge it as a negative experience, but the lesson or the findings, you will realize once you are out of that emotional trap. That emotional trap never lets us see what's happening. So whenever there's a, exchange of thoughts, and then there is a story coming up from behind, why this happened, I would have done something wrong, I would have missed something, or, thinking in that loop where there is forms the story, where people are involved, where story, something that happened because of that loop goes on and on and on. And there's a trap. You just cut it right there and just go with the practice. You will learn in very first chapter that we will practice all 24 weeks. And after you're done with unified, you still continue with that practice. It's not nothing something out of your life or out of the way that you are doing. And it's the simple way, cutting the thoughts and then coming back to your heart center, the most beautiful chapter of the book. That is chapter 1, centering in your heart. So we'll talk more about the course and what to do, how to get ready on day 1, the introductory session. And we'll go through the preface and what is unified, how the course is composed, how, we'll go through throughout the 24 weeks. But today, as an experienced, we have all experienced a unified in last year, and that gives us few takeaway. Having patience, don't be judgmental, don't expect too much, that okay, I'm not doing this, or I'm not, things are not happening, I'm not getting my signal, I'm not receiving this and that. Don't go in your mind. Just be patient and do what you can do. Read the book. That will be the first thing. 2 pages every night in the beauty of creation, through Babaji's word. It will touch your heart. It will melt you down. As Monilji said, it melted me completely. So every moment you will enjoy being in love, sharing the same, and the most important is the understanding of love, what love is. That is so easily said, but it's a very deep concept, and we'll go through each of our experience. We'll learn from it. So thank you from my end.
You feel it receiving from all forms of life and from all means, even the minutest, like even like a broom. When you're brooming, you're so grateful. You feel like, the things that you did not even notice, it was out of your awareness. It comes to your heart and you say, oh, thank you so much, like, that I can clean my house with help of the broom or even a duster. You become so sensitive to all the things around you. Your awareness increases. There is a question, Preeti ji and Saleji, that Sakeji is asking that if I sleep immediately after the meditation, is it okay? Yes, it's okay. It's like we all do meditate before we sleep. In fact, it's a good thing.
Yes.
The body is going in the, it's relaxing, and just hear your body. Don't ask question. That's what I just said. Just do as you feel.
We have to understand what meditation is. Once you understand, this question will go away. Understand what meditation is, and understand what sleep is. So meditation is a conscious sleep, and sleep is an unconscious meditation. So they are both related to each other. In both cases, some specific things happen in our existence. Um, Going into sleep right after meditation, there's nothing wrong. It's perfectly okay. In fact, when you wake up in the morning, you will wake up in meditative state only. So that's a very good thing. So you have a night long meditation to your credit. But it's not about scoring hours on meditation. It's more about the healing that happens within us. When you meditate and go to sleep, you go into sleep with a peaceful mind. When your mind is peaceful, at the time when you are going into sleep, you will rest very, very well. And you will recover all the energy that you need for the next day. That is the most important thing that happens when you go into sleep in meditative state. You're going a completely relaxed mind. So with a relaxed mind, sleeping is very powerful. It energizes, it rejuvenates us. It kind of um, heals all the injuries that we have had during the day. We hurt ourselves quite a lot during the day in terms of our energy system, and those things all get recovered during the night if you have gone into sleep with a peaceful mind. You can yourself experiment these things. Say for example, you look at a news on TV and then go to sleep. See the quality of your sleep, and then you meditate and then go to sleep. You will see a different quality of sleep, right? Both will be very different. Your dreams will be different. Your experiences during sleep will be very different. So that is how you understand what meditation is doing to me. So nothing wrong. You can definitely go to sleep, but learn more about what we will be talking a lot on these topics anyway in the days to come. And if you have questions, feel free to ask. We will explain more things about meditation. Um, just looking at, is there anything else that we have to?
Sheelamji is saying thanks a lot for trouble. We are not in trouble. We are in love, and that that makes us do more and enjoy the journey together.
Yes. Yes, you. Let me just see if that setting is okay. Sheelamji, you can unmute yourself now. Yeah. Yes.
Atmavandan to everyone. Thank you so much. It's not the trouble, it's the deep feeling that you have for each one of us, that you're trying to dig out and see what way you could help us and make us realize where we may feel, oh, this is difficult, that is difficult. So you try to make it easy and tell us it's not difficult. We all went through it, but you realize how interesting it is. It is not an easy job, but the way you have taken time, your effort, your energy, that's what I meant. But I really appreciate, and I think it has been a big blessing and a big gift for me for this year. And Shailashi, I appreciate, in spite of all your pains and this thing, you have thought of everybody. That is
Thank
which
you.
is touching.
Thank you. No, there's nothing to worry about anything. We those who are part of this making all these efforts in the background, the entire team, you are seeing three faces right now, but there are so many more masters who are part of the team, and they work in the background. Each one of them, you know why they are doing this? Let me tell you the secret today. We are doing it only for our selfish motive. For example, I just love to be with you guys. That enjoyment, that joy that I get by being with you is what is my gift. And for that, I have no problem doing everything for you, right? You understand the mindset, the change that the program has brought in us is that
No, that's what
because,
you just
yeah,
said, right? You
yeah,
learn love, art of loving. So
exactly,
those,
exactly,
every soul which is longing for enlightenment makes you get
absolutely.
close.
Absolutely. So, understanding that many during this course, I will be sharing my thoughts on several definitions that each one of us has. We all
Yeah.
have. Let's say if I ask anybody in the group, what is love? They all know what love is, right? Everybody knows. But at the end of this program, you will have a different definition of love altogether. See, we this is called learning, right? We
Yeah.
have a concept in our mind about everything. The God, what is God for me? That is a concept again. It's in the mind. Each one of us understands the same thing differently, right? But through the program, we will talk about those things, and I will kind of um, nudge you guys. I will push you guys. Maybe you want to think in a different way, slightly differently. The things today, for example, today by our logic, some things are sin. They are absolutely not acceptable. Nobody should do this, right? Those things also have a beautiful other side. That is what we have to learn. That is true love. When you begin to see good in bad,
Yeah.
that is when you begin to understand, wow, because that what we consider as bad is also created by the same one who created the good,
Good.
right? They are both created by the same creator. They are creations created with equal amount of love. They were not differentiated when they were created, right? So that's the learning. So many definitions I will challenge all of you to think, rethink, right? And then through the chapters, Babaji is going to tell us several things which we think were wrong, and he says there is nothing wrong, right? Then it helps us think about forgiveness in a different way.
Yeah.
Today we think about forgiveness in one way, but once we go through that chapter, we will understand forgiveness in a totally different light. Right? These are the beautiful aspects of this book. That every chapter gives us only one thing. There's no load of things to learn. One thing every week. One thing every week. Only 24 things. And the funny part is, all the 24 things are about only one thing. So the entire book is about one thing, right? And it is he is teaching the same thing in 24 different ways, right? And every week only one type. So we focus only on one aspect. One week clean, next week something else, very small, nothing very big, nothing very great, but easy to learn, easy to understand, and then we practice that. And incrementally every week we grow, right? And in 24 weeks, the you will be surprised and amazed at what you have become in 24 weeks. That's the beauty of this whole book. Yeah.
And
I
group discussion, I suppose, because each one's angle, each one's view
mm, yes,
clarifies of looking at things, because each
absolutely, yes.
different experiences of life, you
Yes,
know.
yes,
We all
yes.
think we are the only ones who are suffering, but when we keep knowing others what they've gone through, we
Mm.
realize the gratitude and the whole aspect changes. Actually, I've got a great love for Babaji from hearing
Yeah,
in many books about his presence, and been longing that someday I hope I get to see him, because there are many people who have earnestly been in the path of this thing. They have seen him in Himalayas.
yeah.
So, well, then when I saw this Babaji's, it just touched my heart. I said, no, I have to do this because I've been longing for him. So that
Mm.
was the biggest inspiration to see, and the way you people are dedicated to it was much more inspiring. Sorry, yesterday I missed it, but I went to the session today, and it
Ah,
was
good.
really nice because I was attending another lecture from one of our master, Pradeep Vijay, on
Mm.
stress management. So I thought, let me hear that and
Yes,
hear
sure.
this recording. So thank you
It's
so much.
okay. Yeah, it's no
Yeah,
problem. The
yeah,
one thing I want to tell you about your desire to see Babaji.
yeah.
Babaji is very shy. He doesn't want to show his face.
No, I've heard of it. It just comes
I,
like a whirl of wind, just helps and disappears before you want to even see his face. I mean, in the
and
books, Swami Rama and all, it's described.
and
Yeah.
every time he appears very different. He never
Uh-huh.
appears in the same way, right? I can
Uh,
tell you from my experience. I can tell
uh,
you when
uh,
I was mm, doing the cover page for the book.
Uh,
That image, that Babaji's image, is my creation. I
uh,
was creating. When I was creating that image, Babaji made me redo that image so much. I mean, I would do some work and it will just disappear. I would do
uh,
some work. He just did not want us to use a face there,
uh,
right? And then I fought with him. I said, no, no, I am going to do it because I need it, right? And then you won't believe how much it took me, quite a bit of time to finally get to that image. And and we all know how he can get things out of his way. If he doesn't like something, he will not let it. But with Babaji, the beauty is that he is so full of love that there is nothing called not liking. He likes our mistakes also. He likes us the way we are. He likes every
there.
deficiency that I have. Yes,
Yeah, he's always there when the crisis comes. He'll never
yes,
make you feel that nobody is there. He just pulls you out of it
yeah.
and leaves you so that you realize somebody was there who pulled you out of it. There's a beautiful book on Babaji's life. In that, there is another live photo which I had seen. I,
Hmm.
I'm sure you would have seen that book, right?
I haven't. Which book you are talking about?
I will take a snapshot and send it on this chat just for.
Sure, sure. Yeah, that's okay.
Okay,
But through the course, as we go along,
yeah.
you will see a very different aspect of Babaji through the course.
Mm, mm,
Yeah, and
You will understand Babaji, and the more you understand Babaji, the more you understand yourself. Or I should
yes,
say, the more you understand yourself, you will
you will
understand
understand
Babaji.
Babaji exactly.
So,
Yes.
one thing she said that, we are all here together, sharing our experience and learning from each other. That's the thing. It was written in the introduction that nobody can claim you to get unified. It's your own effort. It's your own seeking, and you can come together to share your experience throughout the journey. You can share your experience, and that will help you.
yeah.
That will always motivate you. That will keep you not losing the course in middle.
Preeti, I want to tell you one thing. All of you who are here to help us have got such a glow on your face. I'm sure that this has really helped you people having done this. So we will also be able to achieve some of it.
Oh, for that you just have to wait only for 3 weeks. The next
No,
3 weeks you will have that change. Are you able
thank.
to see? You see on the screen there is a beautiful lady whose name is Lena Paul. Do you see
Uh,
her?
no, where
See,
is?
see. Okay, see her now. I will uh, bring Lena
मैम
ji
सर
here.
आपको
See,
मेरा
Yeah,
सबको
yeah.
नमस्कार
eh,
दिल से
she's
नमस्कार सबको
she's from the last time we did this course a
Uh-huh.
few months back, right? She attended every session in the course, and you
Yeah.
see how she has decided to redo the course again, and from day one she is here, right? That's
yes
how
yes sir.
this course kind of connects us. She is so deeply connected with our group energy, and we feel her all the time, right? So that's how in 3 weeks you will be here, like that.
Thank you. It's very inspiring. I
Yes.
think you are one of the greatest master who knows to, like Sai Baba used to tie a string and pull his devotees to him like that. You are like the one who is tying the strings to all the sparrows who are fluttering to come and
Masters
stabilize.
do all these things to make the seekers happy, the
That's what
seekers,
to stabilize
and
them. Like that, come here. There is some place you can stabilize. Don't have to flutter everywhere, in wrong directions. So it's very beautiful. Thank you so much.
I mean, I am very
thank you
amazed to
sir
see. It might be a very small experience, but I count every experience and I enjoy it. I cherish. Now, lately, what I'm seeing, just adding masala, salt, or milk in the tea, just for the sake, my hand stops. No more. This is such an amazing small thing. Maybe everybody is thinking that I am putting the salt. I know how much to put, but I'm just putting and now stop. So it's some amazing feeling. It's a very small thing, but it's an amazing feeling. The very subtle thing you will start noticing in your
Being,
life.
there is a question
On higher
saying,
self, right? So
yeah, yeah.
we have a chapter number 2. We will go about it. But higher self is just not limited what we have been looking, how we have been living. We are looking at good and bad, doing things in a very limited way, thinking with the past reference, in that pattern, collecting all these information through five senses and the past memory. We are doing something, but here we start developing ourselves to live with our heart, live with love, light, compassion, beauty. And every time you speak, every time you share, everything you see, you appreciate. That is the basic, subtle definition of becoming your higher self. And just now, like I said, how much to put, I don't know. And but you know exactly when your inner compass sets so perfectly that you don't know how things are happening. It's you that seeing far, that seeing not with limited um, self, that not like what will happen if I do this. There's a fear that limits us for getting the experience. But you just flow, do not question. Just and for that, Babaji makes us do certain practices. We'll do in chapter number 3 and 4 very basic practice, but when we start doing it without asking much questions, do repeatedly, and then you see the transformation. And the book is, it looks like we are doing more of channeling thing, but it's like more of hearing your inner subtle voice. So we'll go through the experience and then we'll define our own definition for higher self.
Yeah, it's discussed quite in detail during the course, but to satisfy your immediate question, the higher self has two parts. One is higher, the other part is self. Self is who you are, and higher is your own higher aspect, right? So higher self is nothing, no other but yourself and your higher aspect, which you do not um, consciously connect with. You are connected with it, it's part of you, but you are consciously ignoring it. And in this course, we connect with it. That's the purpose. The unified means unification with your own self. That part of you which is magnanimous, which is infinite, that part of you that knows everything. So there will be definitions about higher self, learning about higher selves, you will know. And, and purposefully, this word, the term higher self has been used. That will also be explained. But it's no magic. It's just you, um, your own aspect, I would call it for now. Right? Just think about it that way, Jyoti ji. Right? I hope that's clear for you.
The second number chapter has a detailed description on it, and you will understand it. So many of you would have heard that praying or worshipping idols like Krishna or Rama, it's like worshipping yourself. So that is where, actually you get what you want. You put your prayers, you put your thoughts, you put all your desires, wants, but ultimately there's nothing, no one sitting outside doing things for you. It's you.
Slowly,
I
we'll
want
be.
to I want to add to Sheelamji's question that she said she wants to see Babaji. Babaji will show you himself in unique ways when you are in this course, but you should be aware, fully attentive. Since this unified started, like the warm meditations, and before that also, like 2 3 days before, when we are doing all the process and the prep and everything, I went to a market which sells vegetables and fruits. So there was, when I was returning back home, I saw one lady selling something, and I wouldn't usually pay attention to it because she was like, maybe like, it's like all random things which I wouldn't stop. But I don't know why I stopped that day, and my attention fell on a bangle which said love, 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 love. And then I said, no, I don't want to buy this. And then, but I like Preeti ji said, your hand will stop. So I was frozen there. And something, my inner guidance said, you need to buy this. And then out of nowhere, and she had a bag full of random things. And from that, it attracted my attention. And I brought it home, and I was so happy to get it. I sent pictures to all my, like most of my team members who are close to me and everything. Then we're also happy to see. And then the next day, I went somewhere. Again, randomly, my attention falls on a cup, a teacup, which says peaceful, peaceful, peaceful. And I said to myself, I'm not going to buy this. And then again, I was like, something was there in that cup that it said. And I'm not that usual kind. It was not also my usual taste of my cup. I don't like big cups. I like, the slim ones, and like small ones. Then this was a huge cup. And then I said, after bringing it home also, I said, really, did I buy this out of choice or out of love or out of what Babaji has made me? And definitely it's not me. It's the Babaji's
You would
presence.
not even know when he appears in front of you, but later on you will realize that okay, it was him. If you really trust him, and if you are very adamant, no, Babaji must look like this, then you are stuck. You will not see, even like in my journey. As I said, like I appreciate every little thing. So, and I recognize, I'm very much aware of every little things that happens, every thought, every surroundings. So even sometimes I know when he would even appear in form of a cockroach. After any incident only, you will get to know, and you will get to know immediately. It will be not a mind making thing, it will be an immediate connect. With energy, you will differentiate things.
With every sip of my tea, I say, Babaji, you came with so much love to me, and I'm enjoying it.
Oh, wow. I mean, what I realized during last course, that having this conversation, the session may go long, but it's 2 hours that we give here. It aligns all our thoughts throughout the day. It brings us to heart center. It brings us in the correction of our thought. It will automatically correct our thought. So you will really get addicted to it. At times you might find the session is long, but every thing that we are going to talk, it's going to add, because life is in small things, and sometimes we don't realize how much we are stuck, how much uh, negative we say. Instead of appreciation, we look at the negative side, and that awareness will become very sharp, and you automatically choose to appreciate rather than to criticize in small things. And that is where the life changes. The more we speak in terms of appreciation, the more things comes to appreciate.
See, there is a question by Sangeeta B. Can we come out from this entertainment mind, always seeking easy path and being always in assumptions? Will there be a steadiness in thoughts, or itself is an assumption? So it's um, eh, for you. One thing I can assure you is that, to answer first part, can we come out from this entertainment mindset, uh, always seeking easy? Yes, we can. Now, when it comes to you, will you be able to come out? Will depend on you. It is possible, but not necessarily everybody can achieve that. So, during the next 6 months, I will talk a lot about the mind, because that is what is most important for us to know about. So, first thing is to know the mind. When you know the mind, you think you know the mind, but you actually don't. So, first part of it is knowing the mind. And when we start knowing the mind, we begin to find ways of dealing with it. And eventually, the practices that Babaji has taught, without complicating anything, he has made it so easy for us. If you sincerely practice everything that he has taught, you will learn to go beyond the mind. It's not, we are not going to play with the mind at all. That's not the purpose. We are not going to shut the mind. We are not going to slow it down. None of those. We will learn to go beyond the mind, because you can't change the mind. Mind will do its things. It has a purpose. It's meant for that. We brought it in the world, right? But when we learn to go beyond the mind, then we can see the entire mind, and then we can use it the way we want it. So that's the ultimate situation. Can each one of us do it? Yes, we can. Will each one of us do it? Not so sure. It will all depend on how we do the practice, how much we put in. The more effort we put in, the more success we will get. Right? But definitely, mind is not an enemy. We will be teaching you that also. Mind is your friend. It is your companion. You can never divorce your mind. Right?
Shailesh, is it that mind, when we say it's a conscious mind, and with these practices we are able to reach out to the subconscious levels?
Subconscious, reaching subconscious happens in meditation anyway. That's
No,
part
but
of
getting
our,
answers
yeah,
from the subconscious.
yeah. So subconscious, unconscious, and conscious are three parts of the same mind, right? It's the
Uh,
same. It's one mind that has
uh,
these three sections.
uh,
But mind is mind. It has its own properties, its characteristics, its nature, and very rightfully so. There is a purpose, there's a reason why it is there. Now, going beyond the mind means still the mind is there. I am separated from it. And now I am able to see the entire mind from outside. The
okay.
moment, what is the meaning of going beyond the mind? There are several aspects. It's a very deep subject. We will talk about it someday.
Okay,
But
thank you.
yeah, but mind, the specific characteristics of mind is a thought producing machine which creates the experience of duality, right? Duality that we experience in this body, this duality experience comes from the mind only. If mind wasn't there, you won't know duality, right? So mind
Yeah,
is the machine that we brought with us to experience duality. Okay, so these characteristics will not change, but we have to know how to use it, right? The first time when you got your new television, you had to learn all the features,
yeah,
what, when I press this button, what happens, what do I do to make certain things happen, how do I change the channel, how do I tune my TV, all kinds of things will be there, right, that you have to learn. So, and same thing is about the mind. It's a tool. When we know how to press the buttons, then we know how to better use it, right?
got it.
And so we have to learn about the mind. We will
Shailesh,
talk. Yeah, yeah.
did we answer? My computer got restarted. There was some issue, I think, from my end. So that assumption of having this not the mindset of not having easy path. If you put it in other way, you want to have a hard path, harder path. What do you want? What your expectation is? How our journey should be? I wanted to know if that question is answered because I was out of the meeting.
No, we haven't answered the assumptions part.
Yeah. So if we think that we should have difficult times, we should have struggle to realize our own divinity or to have enlightenment, to have this path of truth, then we will invite those experiences. And if you are walking the same life with entertainment, not wasting time in front of movie for 3 hours, but taking everything as easy as light, as the cloud comes and goes.
Fun of life.
That's life. So I think before we leave today, everybody, it's a very important question you can put to yourself. What is life for you? When you die in your deathbed, what you are still missing? If you put that scene in front of you, it will tell you what is life for you. So having entertainment, easy path, which path doesn't matter. What you set in. Yes, Shaileji, please.
What the word entertainment, you know, who are the seekers of entertainment? Who wants entertainment? Think about it. I will make you guys think on such things, definitions, understanding the words. Entertainment is only a mechanism to escape from difficulties. You have problems and you don't want to face your problem, use it for watching the TVs, watching a movie, calling it entertainment. You think that I will get rid of my stress from this entertainment. What are you basically doing is pausing the experience of difficulty. It won't go away. And you know that.
Yeah.
Temporarily, you have shut it off. That is entertainment. So, mind will always try to find shortcuts, easy path, easy thing. Basically, mind's job is to protect us. That's the bigger faculty of the mind is to protect our body, physical. So mind will do everything possible under its control to make us run away from danger. It will not let us go into any kind of danger. From its own intelligence, it knows where danger is and it will not let us go there. That's the mind. Its job is to protect. But we have to understand what are we running away from. These are all very big subjects. We will talk about it. But all I'm saying is um, slowly begin to understand the mind. There's a question from Priyanka
Uh,
ji. He says, is
yeah.
mind a physical entity? Where it is? You
Yes,
want to
Shailesh.
talk?
So, like before, like I think mind is a big concept, and we can talk about it. And it's with more examples, we can, throughout the course, we'll understand that. But I would like to know on that if the answer question is answered for who raised that assumption thing. It is deleted from my chat box.
Sangeeta ji. That was from Sangeeta ji.
Okay, Sangeeta ji, can you clarify more on your question, or is it answered? Okay.
Yes, she got the answer. Okay.
I mean,
And
because it's like right away, Monil is sharing a beautiful love bracelet and the peaceful mug. The small things that comes in front of us, but it's a little joy that we are all here for. If we see life from out from this human body, if you see from there, you would immediately want to feel how it feels, no matter what, if it is a sadness, pain, happiness, joy, a small thing, big thing. And that's all is leading life after life, chains of life. We all want to come here again and again, and we talk more about those challenging times that we overcame, and we had that courage and what gave us strength.
good. All right. So now would you like to tell about, is mind a physical entity and where it is?
You are master of mind, so please. We have many sessions recorded on mind by Saileshji, so we can also share the recordings also, and then you talk about throughout the session.
Yeah. Priyanka ji, let me explain to you about the mind. Mind is, why it is important to know about mind is because it is that which goes with us after we die. You will leave this body and everything else here once you die. But your mind will not leave you, it will go with you. And so, what you call as mind today is a collection of everything that you have from your past lives. You have been carrying your mind like a bag with you each time you were born, and you keep adding to it. What are you adding? Experiences. You keep adding experiences to the mind, and then mind uses that knowledge for future, for taking action, for making decision, making choices, right? And every time you learn something, every time mind has more experience added to it, mind grows. Grows means your level of consciousness is growing. When your level of, so it's like, think of your own time when you were in a very small class, let's say grade 2, and then you came to grade 10 over years, and in this period you have grown, right? Your level of intelligence, your level of understanding, your ability to comprehend things has grown. That is how we grow over lifetimes. Our level of consciousness grows, and that level of and so when you were in grade 10, you were able to make better decisions, better choices, right? As a grade 2 student, if somebody showed you a lollipop and a 10 rupee note, you would pick the lollipop. But when you were in grade 10, you would actually go for money, right? That is the difference. So our consciousness, as it grows, we make better choices, or maybe say different choices. So that's how mind is our permanent companion. So now think about it. Where should you spend your time? Where should you invest? On things which will remain here after you die, or on things which you will carry lifetime after lifetime into the future? That is about spirituality. That's the purpose of spirituality. You work on your mind. You know about your mind more and more. Like I said some time ago, you can't divorce your mind. You have to continue to live with it. So why not make it a friend? Learn more about it, right? Whoever you want to make your friend, you want to know more about the person, right? What do they like? What do they not like? How should we work together? What is it that between the two of us, what is common? Our interests, where are we going together? So that is how you have to know about your mind, learn about your mind, and then utilize that companionship, the company, as a tool. And know specifically mind, the difference between mind and what we call as heart space. There's a big difference. Why mind was given to us? Why did we have a mind? What is the purpose? Mind gives us experience of being limited. Outside the mind, we are unlimited, we are infinite beings. But to experience duality, we have to fit in a small box. We have to limit ourselves and limit our abilities also. So mind, what think about your mind. How does it work? It uses five senses to make all the decisions. That is limitations. So mind, to answer your question about physical, it's not a physical thing. It is a, I would say, think of it more like energy. It's like a magnetic field, electromagnetic field, where information is stored, like you have seen in the internet era. You
Like
know
uh,
how
like we
information
can't
flows,
see
right?
our thoughts, right? Do we see
Hmm.
our thoughts, Priyanka ji? Do we see our thoughts? It's the same way because the
Yeah,
thoughts are in the mind.
yeah,
Thoughts are not seen, but it's there. We all recognize it, and that is how the physical mind is. The mind is not physical; it is part of us, and that is why meditation comes in picture.
exactly.
It's the
Yes,
pure soul that that Godhood is the soul is within each one of us is pure. It's not old soul or new soul. It's one soul, one whole spirit of having God qualities. But it is the mind that needs to be tamed. It is the thoughts, it's the pattern that we have been thinking, recognizing things. Out of fear, we don't do certain things. That's limited mind. So we need to be working on our mind wherever we are, whoever we are, since age of 5, Patriji says. You should start practicing meditation, and that's where automatic taming happens. Cultivation of mind happens. It's like forming a great soil for good thoughts to come. You harvest beautiful thoughts, and then that the life goes in that direction. It doesn't mean you may not never have a wrong thought or negative thought, but you would know the better part of it. You would know you don't want to stay here because having that thought carrying in you, it is filling up with negative energies, and that ultimately leads to diseases. Every energy takes form of matter in certain time, right? So it hurts your body. It even takes you life with tough experiences. Like if anybody would say life is a struggle for me, then life will be a struggle for him, right?
yes.
So definitely we'll share more about the mind concept. Shailesh has talked, and we have a recording for maybe 30 minutes or so. You can spend some time and put more questions, and that is why we did this session for putting the importance of meditation, coming to the practice every day, every single day, no excuse. Don't eat food, but do meditate. Sleep 1 hour less and do meditate.
And
Then you
just
see the change, um, the basic alignment, like becoming your higher self, or that living from the heart space is it comes over the time only with basic practice of meditation. Like many masters came from past, we have heard, and they ask us to meditate, but we have several excuses because of this, and because of this I couldn't do meditation today.
the mind. I okay. Something for you to be and for your entertainment today. Think about, if you did not have five senses, what would your life be like? You could not. If you were five senses means eyes, being able to see, hear, smell, taste, and touch. These are five senses we have, right? If we do not have five senses, just imagine, if you do not have these five senses, what would be your life like?
Wouldn't have enjoyed anything.
So that is mind. Mind will not be able to comprehend anything whatsoever if we
Like
do
we
not
take
have the.
insect or animals, right? They have only one senses or very limited senses, and that's how free they are. They trust the universe serving fresh food every time they are hungry.
So mind has given us that experience, what we call as duality, and all how it functions is through thoughts. Mind is the machine that can continuously brings a flow of thought in our awareness. That flow of thought makes us do things. If you think about it, if you didn't have a thought, for example, you had no thoughts, and many people get to that state in meditation. They think that they have no thought, right? But that's they when they in meditation, if you go very deep, you actually go beyond the mind, so you can't experience thoughts. Thoughts were always there, they will remain, they will always be there, because mind is a thought producing machine. They will never stop. But you learn to watch the thoughts. They are in the mind, and without thoughts you don't have a life. Remember that, right? So
The
as we
energy,
know
why
life,
we associate it with the physicals? Because when we have pain somewhere, so the mind goes there. So we
hmm,
feel that mind is in our physical body. So if you're hungry, the mind goes there. That we are hungry.
so when you are hungry or there is a physical ailment, what mind is doing is mind is taking the awareness to that physical thing, right? So mind basically keeps on directing our awareness, like you have a torchlight in the dark, right? You can direct it in any place, and that's what mind helps you do is, okay, you are hungry, go, and then it will create action in your thoughts in your mind. You will act on the thoughts, you will go and eat something, like that. So that's the process of functioning. But all I'm saying is just trying to explain the mind to Priyanka ji, that mind is, although it's not, it's, I would call metaphysical thing. It's like a
It's
energy
subtle,
field.
right? It's
It's
subtle.
subtle, yes.
So, like words you can hear, thoughts you cannot hear. Body you can see, mind you cannot see. Brain is different.
Our
Brain is
eh,
for our body function, mind is for our subtle body function. So, as I said, like, at the soul level, we are all pure, but we have a disconnect. And what disconnect is that mind? And how to tame that mind? You come here, you are doing Sajan Sangate, you talk and you express, and then you get some information. It might be something very important for you to, live or to change. And then meditation, and then this course of like unified, giving you doses, small, small doses for all 24 weeks. You will let go your mind.
no,
Still,
it
you
is
will
part
have
of.
a beautiful heart, that will operate, that will take the precedence. Now, our mind is taking precedence. Every moment we react from the past experience. That hunger, how does it feel? So, from the past, you are now, that, okay, you want food. A newborn is our higher self, always driven from heart, okay? I'm certain something is not right and it cries fearlessly. And that food, that milk that comes to that baby's mouth and it satisfied all his need and he is in bliss again. So from there we start in this line, from there we start making note of it. Okay, whenever I feel something like this is hunger. That goes in mind, that understanding. Brain is only for there for physical movement. But for all, the mind is attached to an ego means in this body, is physical body, I'm attached to the five senses that mind takes, proceeds, and then from past experiences, I want to do this, I don't want to do this, because of this happened. All that story in fraction of seconds goes through and we make decision every day in front of kitchen, in front of the car that we are driving, everywhere crossing the road. That's all. That's who all our guide is, that we call mind. But here Shailesh brought one very deep concept of differentiating heart and mind, and that we'll go through the 24 weeks course and to understand that better. So Shailesh,
Yeah,
I think we can
beautiful.
share the mind
Yeah,
concepts you shared sometimes back in the group. People
I,
can take advantage of
yeah,
it.
I will put that video link. But Priyanka ji, I would only suggest to you that just be patient about learning more about the mind. Your curiosity is beautiful, very good. It's opening up your thinking process, and you will learn a lot more about the mind through this program. Okay, I can assure you that when I am there, you will learn about the mind for sure.
Uh,
Thank you, Lina ji.
All right. Wow, I never expected that we will do these kind of deep discussions today. Wonderful. But yes, Masters, I'm so happy that you are asking questions and very, very good questions. Yeah, thank you. Any more questions?
And it benefits everybody, even us.
Yes.
One who explains, who listens, and you make your own note as we speak. What do you hear it as? Because I read something and I understand, interpret it differently than anybody. Everybody is different. So make your note and takeaways from the session for you.
That's why sometimes we feel that we didn't had any experience in this lifetime, but we are fearful, for example, of darkness. So who told me that dark is not good? And then sometimes you travel with that experiences in the next lifetime, and then you have fear of water, you have fear of uh, like even a child, he knows that this is like if he puts his finger and he knows that
We
this
all
will
have that
be.
invisible bag. Invisible bag means where we have food for this lifetime, and then where we have wisdom from the past, and what we are afraid of saying, calling it karma, that is also there. So, a lot of things coming from there, and that's how we are moving. But thanks to Babaji, he is not putting us in complicated topics, and he will take us in very simple way that
Yes.
everybody can enjoy. So forget about the incarnation concept and then the karma concept. Babaji is in different mode now. He's just telling love. Throughout the book, you will only get to hear about love.
Yes. And it's really, really a transformative experience. For me, I was struggling with my judgmental nature for years. Consciously, I was working on it, but could not come out of it, right? In this course, over the last 8, 9 months or so, I am so proud of myself that I was able to get rid of it altogether. Now I don't have that issue anymore, right? So, how did that happen? This course taught me a basic concept of, like Monilji touched today about the surrender. In here, we what we learned a different definition of that surrender called acceptance. When you learn the acceptance, you will not be able to judge anyone anymore. Then you will accept everyone as they are, no judgment, right? That's what clicked in my head. It worked for me beautifully.
Many seek perfection also, and that
Yeah.
perfection makes us judgmental. So that's the
Yes.
very,
Yeah.
very strong point I had experienced. Like it's okay to being okay in things, not
Ah,
being on top of everything I do is just that. And then you start judging yourself, and that's the outlook of life.
acceptance, right? So through this course, um, Babaji has introduced very small steps for us to follow, and they trigger so much in you. My goodness, you won't believe how beautiful. I mean, like it's just amazing. I can keep talking forever about these things, but yeah, that's
From
how
tomorrow
beautiful.
onward, we are starting Hindi program, and we are more than 2 hours right now. And that's how the
That's
program is going to be. And because sharing is more important, and don't worry about the time, what else you would be doing. You know, how different people, we all are different minds, how we take things, how we understand it, how we comprehend it. So that will add to your own understanding wisdom. You know what? Like in 2020, when I started my meditation journey, any session I'm sitting in, I will sit relaxed throughout 2 hours, 2.5 hours, I don't care, 3 hours. Because every experience I was learning, if I would be there, what would I do? What could be think what I could think better? Many times as it is. Just take it and then go away. So it adds so much learning from others' experience and listening to experience. And here we are talking about the concepts. Big concepts. If you start talking 1 hour lecture, only 2 minutes of things you will understand. The remaining all will go away. But here in short doses, question answer, it will help you a lot. You will not realize it right away, but over the period of time.
Yes. Yeah.
So setting note for tomorrow, we are starting Hindi warm-up meditations, and everybody, each one of you are invited there also, because meditation is just connecting with energy. Sound is frequency. Anybody is guiding what language they are saying doesn't matter. You are all welcome.
Good. All right. Thank you for your questions, and thank you for being part of this team, being part of this group and meditation. We are always so happy to have you here. Thank you. Thank you, masters. We'll
Thank
close
you.
the
You.
Monil
session for
ji,
today.
Thank you, masters.
Thank you, Morilji.
Thank you, Moniji, for the wonderful meditation today.
very deep meditation. I was like falling down like this. And with
All
clear
about
mind, we just.
the grace and love that we all are experiencing through each and everything, whether it's meditation or whether it's words, like you said, thoughts, everything.
Okay, I will close the meeting.